Have you ever walked out of a movie theater completely disappointed by a film that was supposedly the biggest blockbuster of the summer? And on the drive back home, did you say, "Hey, I can make something way better than that"? Come on, be honest. We all at one point or another had the idea of creating a film. How do I know this? Well, because I'm one of those people. That's me, Jabran Ismail. I'm a college student, martial artist, and I own a professional video production company. After spending the better half of my teenage years glued to my television set, I realized that it was time to step up and jump onto the playing field. I spoke to my older brother Kamran, and we decided to make short films. We spent countless years making short films, but they never came anywhere close to what we saw on the big screen. It soon became clear to us that something was missing. I mean, there had to be a secret that the Hollywood industry is keeping to itself. After all, if we all made movies that looked like blockbuster films, they'd be out of a job. What you're about to see is by no means an instructional on how to create films. It's merely the journey that my friends, my family, and I took in creating our first feature film, The Forsaken Pages, a supernatural drama about two brothers coping with the past and dealing with the issues in the present.
It's the first day. It is June 23rd, 2011, and we're about to start shooting Forsaken Pages.
And so our journey began. We will remember that day for the rest of our lives, because it was the beginning of the most time-consuming, wallet-draining, headache-giving monster that we have ever encountered.
They worked very hard in this project, and probably 2 to 3 years they were working on this project. And the first time I remember, they had the camera, which wasn't a good camera. I don't know what's the name of the camera, but they started this Forsaken Pages. I was thinking how they're gonna do it, because this is they don't have equipment, they don't have crews and all. So how they gonna do it? And it was worrying me every day.
And our dad was right to be worried, because he was our primary target to get the funds to produce this movie. As we all know, parents are the quickest and most accessible way to get money. Whether they're willing to cough up the dough, or you have to guilt them into giving you the Benjamins, they'll most likely be the ones to help you. Now, contrary to popular belief, parents are not Swiss bank accounts. So when you get the finance from them, you may find yourself wanting to react like this guy.
How much?
$13.98.
$13.98. I want $200.
But just take whatever you can get, because when you create your first feature film, no one is going to freely write you a check.
And every time they used to sit with me and they said, okay, we want this equipment, that equipment, because we want to make this movie. So before they had the camera, they started. But when I saw a 5-minute clip, I wasn't happy. I said, no, this is not, looks like a movie.
On second thought,
I'm killing myself.
what? That's ridiculous.
Take off the bag. Sorry.
And then I told my Kamran Jabran was sitting, I said, no, you got to do something different.
We agreed with our dad. If we wanted to make The Forsaken Pages look like a blockbuster, we had to do something different. So we scrapped a year's worth of work. In the meantime, we had the opportunity to be red carpet photographers for the feature film Elfman. At the event, we became good friends with Carl Glorioso, the director of the Frederick Film Office. The film office strives to bring productions to the Frederick, Maryland area. They also support independent filmmaking. So we went to Carl for advice as we plan to tackle The Forsaken Pages again.
Filmmaking is one of the most most collaborative art forms that I can think of. And especially the bigger the project gets, the more people you have to collaborate with. So you have to develop that skill set. Like I said before, you have to learn to take direction, and at some point you're going to have to learn to give direction because you're going to be in charge of somebody else.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to plug into the overall, vision of the director and help him or her to realize that vision. Because it's their vision you're trying to realize. And someday, if you're the director, everybody there is going to be looking at you to say, all right, what do you need us to do to help you capture what you need on screen? Mm-hmm. And it's a huge responsibility, but it's a great opportunity.
We were ready for round 2. But first, we needed to assemble a team that would be willing to help us create this movie. Now, you're going to face a lot of rejection. But you will find a few people that will help you.
So yeah, when Jabron and Cameron first came to me with the project, I was shocked. I mean, last time I saw them, it was like in 2008 when we were shooting a zombie video together.
Well, obviously they were brothers because they look just alike, just one's taller than the other. And one's more goofier. Like Kamran is more like the older brother. Jabron is more, laid back.
Dude, Jamal, what are you doing?
That type of brother. And they both like what they do. They both have a passion for film, and that's what actually drew me to them. Like I said, I'm a media psychologist, so this is what I study.
I mean, I've always liked drawing. It's something that I've just done since I was a kid, creating weird monsters and characters and things like that. So when Kamran told me that they were going to need some drawing for their film, for the Forsaken pages, I was like, well, I can do that, and I knew already we've got vampires, we've got potential here.
Eric wasn't the only person who believed there was potential with vampires. The Forsaken Pages was created during a time when the supernatural genre was at an all-time high, with films like Twilight and shows like Teen Wolf, Grimm, and Supernatural. The genre was the talk of the town.
Then when they released the teaser trailer after they made the little bit like a 10-15 minutes movie, so then I have seen like a lot of new members coming. They want to participate with this project. They can be an actor or an actress.
I'm auditioning for the Forsaken Pages.
My name is Jesse Anita.
Auditioning for Forsaken Pages.
Do an adaptation from Gangs of New York.
I'm auditioning for the part of Clarissa.
Nathaniel Whitman Weiner.
And I'm auditioning for the role of Witch in the Forsaken Pages.
Anyone and everyone is their target. Does that sound human to you? You think you know me, Sohail, but you don't.
Pathetic.
Pause.
Just come back.
I'm auditioning for the role of Mother in the Forsaken Pages.
Is that all you do on your birthday?
You feel yourself dying, can't you?
These are the Forsaken Pages.
30-40 people is working this project. They're not asking any money. They want to work with this project because they're looking for opportunity so they can have a career too. Sometime any big director or big person can see, and they said, okay, you know what, this boy doing a good acting, let's take this boy. Everybody got a goal. They're going to get picked up and their life will be set.
He had this idea about a scroll that is essentially like something that came from ancient Egypt. So he's going to have hieroglyphics on the back, and he wanted a representation of himself and a werewolf version of himself.
Filming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling.
Whenever we had free time, we filmed. Matching our schedules with classmates and actors wasn't easy. Neither was the 6 to 12 hour shoots. But we were having the time of our lives, seeing our vision come to life. Things were smooth. Well, for the most part. On one of the most critical scenes of the film, an actor had an unexpected transportation issue.
He's an hour and a half away. All right. His car just overheated and he's on the side of the highway.
I mean, the thing is, because I already called, like, the people that are coming out for a set. Like, we're already on set right now.
That's a setback.
It's definitely a setback. I was shocked when he gave me a call. I thought it was like, he's already here. That's what I thought he was going to tell me. And then he was like, yeah, my car overheated. And I'm like, what? You know. So,
I mean, is there anyone who could pick him up? You know, like that.
See, that's what I was thinking, but the guy's an hour and a half away. And he's like, I said, sounds good. I'll see you then.
Yeah, great. Take care.
You too. Bye. This guy said he'll be an hour 2 hours ago. This can't be happening. We called off work that day, and so did the other crew members. Rescheduling was not a favorable option. After 4 long hours, the actor showed up. We were shocked to find out that he paid a $200 cab fee to get from Virginia to McDaniel.
Because at some point it overheated.
Yeah.
I waited on the side and it cooled down, and then I drove for like a minute and then it overheated again.
Oh man.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to stop at the edge of the road. I do that, and then before I stop anywhere that's proper, it fails in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I spent like half an hour doing this. For cars to understand, pass by me.
It's a community of peers that come together for one purpose. We love doing it. I don't think we ever get up in the morning and say, I hate my major. Like a lot of people do, because their parents want them to go, become a doctor or a lawyer or big time scientist. But we do this because we love doing it. And hopefully in one day it's gonna pay the bills.
Until it doesn't pay the bills, filmmaking is not considered a realistic career field to many people. The skeptics criticized and mocked what we were doing, and there were many times when we felt like giving up.
When you're driving, then they will be, they're gonna run behind you. Not right now, because right now you're nothing. You're learning, your process, you're going higher, but it's still they're thinking, oh, why are they doing that? But when you achieve your goal, these people are gonna say, my community people, this is my community, this guy, this guy, that.
So what you're trying to say is that when you're nothing, then they don't care about you.
They're hypocrites. These people are the hypocrites.
Giving up was not an option. We showed a sample of the film at an anime convention at McDaniel College.
I don't know.
It's open to the public, so it might have a lot of people, and we still have to finish editing. We didn't finish editing yet. And
I don't know.
He's doing
Maybe
a voiceover
in broad daylight
for a cafe scene. The audio was terrible.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I was attacking broad daylight.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I was attacking in broad daylight.
We have to do a voiceover, but it's this tongue twister he's saying. What's it called?
I don't know. Maybe because I was attacking broad daylight.
Yeah, see, but it's the words. It's not matching up because the way he said it on set. It's hard to reproduce what was on set, and especially this because it's so fast, and like there's certain words that he paused on set, and now trying to mimic that it's killing us. But we have to get the shit done so I can mix it, engineer it, get it ready because it's supposed to premiere freaking tomorrow. There, we met Andrew Jackson, a techno DJ from California. He volunteered to compose the music for the Forsaken pages, free of charge.
I'm nervous, man.
A little nervous, yeah.
Well, what I'll tell you is if there's anything you need changed, I mean, the whole idea with me is I'm a soundtrack artist. I craft what you need to portray your vision the way you need it to be. Right. So, anything you want changed, I can do it. Sweet. Okay, let me get this set.
Sounds good. You break the rule.
Break the rule. Go ahead and let them know.
All right, guys. So we just spoke to our musician, Andrew. He just sent us the trailer music for the official trailer for the Forsaken Pages project. I'm really nervous, also excited at the same time too. So right now, we're gonna listen to it together. We got Andrew on the other line. Let's play it and let's see.
All right,
what the trailer music is gonna be. This is good, man.
Oh my God, man.
That was like a Hollywood blockbuster trailer music right there.
Oh, thank you. I'm very glad you like it so much.
It's beautiful.
It's my favorite thing to hear.
it's really beautiful because me as a filmmaker, listening to this, I have pictures in my head like, I'm gonna put this here, cut this, put this.
We have Ryan Brown right here.
Samuel.
AKA Samuel, playing the role of Samuel in The Forsaken Pages. He's a daywalker, and he's about to see some scenes that he's been in for this past year or whatever, as he's doing this ADR sessions. How do you feel about that?
I'm pretty super stoked.
I mean, how's the experience? How's it been playing Samuel in The Forsaken Pages?
It's been intense. It's definitely helped me expand my horizon, I guess, as an actor, just because it's a very complicated and unique and very layered role. He's a very layered character that I feel a lot of people are going to dislike and like.
You know, I could tell that both Gibran and Kamran invested a lot of themselves. There's a lot about like who they are that's in the stories that they're telling, and it might not seem apparent right away, but after getting to know them a little bit, it's like, okay, there's a simple equation. If you really want something, it's going to happen. If nothing's happening, well, I guess you don't want it, and that's all there is to it.
If it's not picked up too, but it's still, I'll always encourage my son. They had to make another one, because when the two wrestler or two boxer come on the fight, one gonna lose, one gonna win, and sometimes the best can lose too. So if he think like okay, you know what, I lost, I'm not gonna fight again. So he's a coward. He had to fight. He had to fight till he achieved his goal. This is I believe, and this is I believe my son. They're gonna fight till they get a gold medal, till they get the achievement with the help of Almighty.
So what's the secret to producing a blockbuster film? There is none. Like anything in life, results come from hard work. You make mistakes and you learn from them. We spent 3.5 years pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into The Forsaken Pages. Will it be successful? Who knows? But the experience that came from putting a feature film together is the true success story. We wanted to make a movie, and after 3.5 years, we did it. Sometimes I feel different. I walk around with a smile on my face, but just feels like I don't belong.
What would you say if I told you that a vampire was able to walk in sunlight?
I left hunting for a reason.
Before Mom passed, she told me to give this to you on your 18th birthday.
So you're gonna pretend you're the leader of Millennium and form a treaty with these Daywalkers?
Yeah, that's about right.
My son, you will be experiencing changes. When you were born, the necklace of the Alpha chose you. There are many scrolls similar to the one I have hidden for you. These are the Forsaken Pages.
Why did you kill my friend?
They're just people.
What am I supposed to believe? She bruised her arm herself?
You think that little of me? You can't run around hunting vampires with a kid on the way. Well, I need to support my family.
How's hunting?
The Council of the Elders want them all dead.
I will get revenge on the vampire that killed our parents, even if I have to start a war.
Spent a few days in Romania, asking about their local vampire legends.
If you can't control it, it'll kill you.
The pain you will endure is unimaginable. So make sure this is what you want.
Let's end this how we started, as family.